Hey, what's up everyone? I'm Tom. One of our favorite beds here at Sleep Foundation is the WinkBed. And we love this because it is exceptional at one big thing. But we'll get into that in a second. So let's talk about what the WinkBed is all about and why we consider it one of our top performing mattresses. Let's get into it. All right, I've mentioned on this channel before that I'm from the Midwest. I was born and raised there. It formed a lot about who I am and, gave me a lot of heartbreak too, by the way. But one of the things the Midwest has is kind of this reputation for, the people being very nice, of course, but also no frills, no nonsense. And in my experience, people from the Midwest like things that are well built, that work the way they're supposed to, and that are going to stand the test of time. Now think here about a pair of, Red Wing boots, Carhartt jackets, Post-it notes, maybe even toss in a PBR. So what do you get when you kind of take this Midwestern sensibility and then put that into a mattress? Well, I think you probably get the WinkBed. And wouldn't you know it, the WinkBed is manufactured in Wisconsin. And it takes on this whole sort of no nonsense, straightforward ethos. It's not trying to be the coolest bed or the most luxurious bed or even the most innovative. It's just a good, solid bed. When you lay on it, it's sturdy, it's supportive, but it's also plush and cozy enough that you can look forward to getting in bed at the end of a long day. And in that sense, it does most things really well. Most. Let's talk a little bit more about what we found in our testing and who we think the WinkBed is right for. And by the way, if you do like what you see, we'll leave a link in the description below where you can get the latest discount on the WinkBed. So the WinkBed is first and foremost a hybrid bed. Now what that means is it's constructed with coils in the base, and then on top of that are 2 layers of polyfoam. One of those layers is actually quilted into the top cover to give it a Euro-style pillow top. Now the whole bed is then wrapped in this breathable cover made from Tencel. Now, one of the things we like about the WinkBed is you can get it in 4 different firmness options, so you can really find the right fit for your body weight and your sleeping style. Now, those firmness levels range from a 4 on the 10-point firmness scale all the way up to an 8. For the most part, the construction of these beds, no matter which you choose, is gonna be the same. But we should point out that on the softer WinkBed, there's gonna be a softer transition layer of foam. And if you're looking at the WinkBed Plus, which is the firmest option that WinkBed offers, that's gonna feature a support layer that's made from latex. All told though, the bed comes in at about 13.5 inches high, which is, about on par for most beds these days. Oh, one other thing we should point out, this thing is heavy. We weighed the queen size mattress at 135 pounds. The king size came in at about 145 pounds. So if you do need to move this in or around your bedroom, we do recommend that you get some help from a partner or a really, really good friend. All right, well, how do you choose which model? Well, as always, it really does come down to your body weight and your sleeping style. And we have a full breakdown of which model we like for which kind of sleeper on our full review over at sleepfoundation.org. We'll leave a link to that in the description below. But for the most part, we love the luxury firm for anyone who weighs between roughly 130 and 230 pounds. And we love that for anyone regardless of whether you sleep on your stomach, your back, or your side. If you're under 130 pounds, you could probably look to the softer WinkBed. If you're over 230 pounds, probably best to look at the firmer or the Plus models. But regardless, what helps bolster this bed's support are those coils in the base. We should point out that they're made using zones, and what that means is you're gonna find stronger coils in support areas like your shoulders and your hips, but then softer coils around areas that support your extremities. So the idea here is you get really targeted support where your body most needs it, and that's gonna allow your spine to stay in a proper, healthy alignment with the rest of your body. All right, speaking of those coils, let's talk about our testing on temperature control, because a hybrid bed like this is usually going to sleep pretty cool. Now, when we test for heat retention on any bed, we lay on the bed for 5 minutes, then measure how long it takes for the surface to return to its original temperature. Now, our testing revealed a couple of things on the WinkBed. First, the WinkBed initially heats up a little faster than average, and that's probably due to a couple of layers of foam on top. And the WinkBed does infuse that foam with gel. It's designed to kind of combat some of that heat. Foam is foam, and it's gonna get hot no matter what. But we did find that the WinkBed cools off more quickly than the average foam bed as well. So as we said, any bed with coils in the base is gonna allow for more heat to dissipate. It's not gonna get trapped near your body. And the Tencel cover is gonna be breathable and cooling as well. But we think more likely the fact that you don't sink too far into the WinkBed is the biggest factor in sleeping cool. On a foam bed, for example, or an all foam bed, or any bed with like a thick layer of foam, it's gonna be incredibly easy to feel like you're sleeping in the bed. But on the WinkBed, you're getting moderate cushioning, and that's gonna be great at helping you sleep cool. Well, this feeling of sleeping on the bed leads us to another remarkable factor. In fact, I said in the intro that the WinkBed was exceptional at one big thing, and here it is: pressure relief. Now, we usually test how well a bed relieves pressure because we want a bed that can absorb and cushion our joints, but also not be so firm that we wake up with aches and pains in the morning. And in a word, the WinkBed delivers. Our product tester laid on the bed in different sleeping positions and then measured how much pressure developed on different parts of their body. You can see from the back and stomach positions that very little pressure built up, though some nominal pressure did register around the midsection. Still, if you're a back or stomach sleeper, you should find your weight well distributed on the WinkBed. What was really notable for us though was how the WinkBed performed for side sleepers. Usually we see pressure develop in the shoulders and the hips, and that makes sense. Those are narrow areas that come in a lot of contact with the surface. Now check this out. This is what a normal foam hybrid pressure pattern looks like. And then this is what the WinkBed looks like. Do you notice anything different? It's kind of the point. Our testing team found that the pressure relief for side sleepers was nearly better, if not actually better, than an all foam mattress. And an all foam mattress is kind of the gold standard for a bed that has pressure relieving properties. So the TLDR here is that the WinkBed is sturdy, supportive, plush, great at temperature control, and relieves pressure points with some of the best beds on the market. So what's not to love? Well, one thing. Most hybrid mattresses like this really struggle with motion isolation. I mean, when you put coils in the base of anything, really, it's gonna invite some motion transfer into the bed. And so if you're someone who is easily awoken by a partner or a pet, if you're a light sleeper, then a bed with strong motion isolation might be a really important factor. Our testing on the WinkBed's motion isolation found it really did struggle to absorb really basic movements and vibrations. And here's what we mean. When our tester moved around on the bed, they noted significant motion transfer when getting in or out of bed and switching positions. In fact, the WinkBed performed worse in our vibrometer testing than the average foam hybrid mattress. So again, if you're someone for whom motion isolation is a primary factor that you're looking for in a new mattress, we do recommend you look at other models. So look, we really like the WinkBed. As we've been saying throughout, this isn't a fancy bed. It's just a solid, well-made, durable bed, and one that performed really well in most of our testing. If you dial in the right firmness level for your sleeping position and your body weight, it should be a bed that holds up well for the next 7 to 8 years. For more information on the WinkBed, check out our in-depth review over at sleepfoundation.org. You're gonna be able to find all the latest discounts on the WinkBed there as well. And then for more information on some of our other favorite beds at Sleep Foundation, including our favorite mattresses of the year, check out our video on that right here. That's it for this one, everyone. Thank you for watching. Sleep well.